You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, for that, we're going to have to take a long trip back, all the way back to the beginning, where all of this started. Way back in NBA 2K20, when I created my first LeBron James build. Well, technically I made my first LeBron build in 2K19, but for the sake of the story, we're going to ignore that and say NBA 2K20. So I made a unique build. I called it my LeBron James build. We were going crazy. Eventually, I decided to change the build around a little bit, give it post-scoring takeover, give it 99 strength, and just give it a whole different vibe and a whole different play style, and people seemed to really enjoy it. On top of it, the build was a complete demigod. I brought it into comp pro-am leagues, and we were dominating other teams' centers while I ran the point using this build. Fast forward to today, and you guys know I got this whole YouTube channel. I gotta keep putting out content, you know, because that's how I pay my bills. Hey, drop a like on the video, by the way. But I had to come up with an idea for NBA 2K21 Next Gen, and what I came up with was, what if I bring this build back? Now, I know the player that you're witnessing right here doesn't quite look like LeBron James, and that's because there's no good next-gen LeBron James face creations. Every single one, something just looks off. So I decided, why not make my player look like myself for a change? And I think we did a pretty good job, honestly. But let's check out this build. I know that's why most of you guys are here. But first, if you think you know sports, you're going to want to check out SBDplay.com. SBD Play is a free-to-play sports book, meaning you don't put up any actual money. But if you are able to finish at the top of the leaderboards at the end of the week, you win $500 cash. Now look, this is a perfect way to test your sports knowledge. You don't have to risk any money, and you have the chance to win $500 at the end of the week. You got to remember, the NBA season is starting now, so it's a perfect time to get registered on SBD Play. $500, that's like all your holiday presents right there, and you'll have some money left over for yourself. So click the link in the description to register for SBD Play, and thank you to them for sponsoring this video. So we got our LeBron James build, post-scoring takeover type of build. 6'8", 99 driving dunk. We got 88 post control, 93 mid-range, which is also your post fadeaway this year. Your mid-range is your post fade. 88 three-pointer. We got the pro dribble moves now that we're 99 overall. We got, you know, defense is elite. Rebounding is pretty solid, a little lower than our other build, but pretty solid. And then here's the thing, like I said, the 88 post control, the 88 strength, and then post scoring takeover. But check out, we don't have all of our badges. We're missing 5 shooting badges, but that's okay. That we'll get those at a later time. But we got advanced post moves, which basically helps with like drop steps, spin moves. We want to see if we could get all those animations where we're throwing people out of the way, kind of like we did in 2K20. And then since I don't have all my badges, I can't change my takeovers yet. I do want to try out this one called post shot daggers or something like that. It's supposed to help with like post fades and hop shots. I want to see if that thing's crazy OP. But man, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you guys are new. Let's get right into it and see what this build is all about. Jesus Christ, just delete the damn thing already. So apparently there's like this glitch sometimes that like if you join a friend's invite, you just end up in the middle of the city and you're like standing on water. I don't know. I don't really know how it corresponds with the video, but I just decided to throw it in there, okay? So basically what I was looking for when I made this build was to make it similar to 2K20, where I could still play how I normally play. You know, ISO in, you know, being able to dribble, shoot, dunk, do all those things, but I want it to be bigger, stronger, and have the ability to play in the post. So you're going to see in the beginning of the game, I'm just playing pretty normal. Like I'm just, you know, I'm ISOing, I'm cooking, I'm dribbling, I'm looking for my shot, I'm looking to rim run, I'm looking to do all the stuff I normally do. But at any moment, I can just decide to go into the post and just drop step or spin move. And you're going to see, I get way better standing dunks on this player than my other build. And I'm able to move people out of the way. Now, I'm going to talk about it a little bit later when I start to actually get post takeover in the way that it differs from 2K20. For those of you that are wondering, anyone that made my LeBron build in 2K20 with the post takeover, you guys know the thing was a beast. Like I was throwing centers, I was throwing lockdowns, I was throwing everyone out of the way. This build is a little different, and I'm going to explain why a little bit later once I get the takeover, okay? But overall, you see right here, I have the smaller player on me, the dude dressed up like Steph Curry. You know, obviously, I think he made like a point guard type of build. And defensively, they're not that great. As you can see, I kind of just post spun right around him, if you want to call it that, or kind of just moved them out of the way with my arm. I like that better than the actual post spin. I did the same thing in 2K20. I feel like it's more effective and it's like less chance that they strip you when you do that. But I don't want to just pick on the smaller player the whole game. You know, I want that dude in the orange to switch on to me because he's a lot like bigger. You know, his player looks a lot bigger, and I'm sure his defense is a lot better. He's probably a power forward, so you know, he gets like, you know, the 70, 80, 90 something badges depending on how he made his build. So as you see, I literally wait until they switch because I know he wants to switch on to me. So I go into the post against him and I'm gonna see what I do. And again, I'm able to just do that little, I don't even know if it's called I don't know if I would call it a post spin, but basically just kind of just roll to the strong side and move him out of the way. Now, when I did this in 2K20, I literally would throw people off the court majority of the time. Like here, you see I'm kind of just slipping to the inside of him. Now, I have gotten the animation where I kind of push him out of the way, but it's not like 2K20. Like, you don't throw them off the court. And most people have 25 strength and 25 interior defense. So the strength matters in the back downs, and the interior defense matters when guarding post moves like spins and drop steps. So even with 25 strength and 25 interior, you're not throwing people all over the court like you used to. So if you're looking to do that, it's definitely not the build for that. But in terms of just like being able to just kind of cheese, use your off arm to just kind of swim your way into the paint, you can still do that and do that pretty consistently, especially with how people made their builds this year. Now, if I was comparing 2K20 build to this build, I think the one, even though the ratings on this one are way, way better, obviously, because it's like next gen, you could put it wherever you want. You know, I got an 88 three-pointer. Last year, I had a 65 three-pointer. I'm going to be honest with you. I would still take the 2K21 over this one. Just in terms of, I just feel like in the post, he was way better. Like, way stronger, got way better animations. Now, this is my first day playing on him, so I can't really be, you know, I can't say that's my final judgment. But I still feel like in the post, the other one was a lot stronger and got a lot more dominant animations. But that's just because that's how the game was, okay? So that was game number one. You see we went 10 for 10. I bullied the guard. I waited till they switched. I bullied the other dude. So let's get into gameplay number 2 here, and let's see if these guys could do any better and kind of see how this build holds up against, you know, different opponents now, okay? Now, the other thing I will say is I didn't do a great variety of post moves. Like, I didn't do a lot of fades, hop shots, shimmy shots, all those things that I know I can do. I want to save it until I get all my shooting badges so that I unlock Mamba Mentality and I can change my takeover, because I really want to test out those shots. Just normally, yes, but also once I get that post-shot daggers takeover. I want to see if that is broken. If I could shoot like contested fades, contested hop shots, you know, put on Deep Fades Hall of Fame and see if I can shoot like hop shots from the three-point line, like post hop shots, not regular hop shots. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Shoot post hop shots and stuff like that. So I'm going to test that out later. This was really just to see if I could get those kind of bully ball, muscle, post takeover animations that I was getting all the time in 2K20. And like I said, the big thing this year is like everyone has 25 strength, 25 interior, which is meaning you should be able to back them down no problem, and interior defense affects how you guard post moves. So it means you should be able to throw them around the court if they only have 25 interior and you got 88 post moves with post takeover. But it just didn't feel like I was throwing people. Don't get me wrong. I was able to move them out of the way and kind of like how you saw, kind of just slide past them when I kind of drop my shoulder and use my arm to kind of like hook, you know, kind of, it's like illegal kind of, but like use it as like a hook and throw them, not throw them, but kind of just like guide them out of the way so I could get to the basket. So it is still effective, but the animation just doesn't look as cool in my opinion. It looks kind of more finesse than power. And what we're looking for is like power post moves. But overall, still very effective. Absolutely. Still a very nice thing to have late in the shot clock. You could just use that as a little bailout. And like I said, the build still plays just like my other build in terms of ISOing, dribbling, shooting, rebounding. It's all pretty much the same. If they play back, you can still shoot the three, no problem. It's not like you have to post up or anything like that. But it's just like another thing in your arsenal to be able to go to. You see, as soon as I get the post takeover here, I go into the post and it's like a magnet. It's just, they see post takeover and everyone panics. It's like they have to double team. Even if you're not like really killing them in the post. Like that was the first time I really posted up the whole game. And it's just instant panic, instant double team. Just because of the fear they have when it comes to post takeover. Like I really want him to come to me so I could try to do the little swim. But as you can see, drop step, standing dunk. it's still effective. Absolutely still effective. I was just a little disappointed overall with the fact that I didn't get like those, like I said, those bully ball animations that were so cool in past 2Ks. Now I understand why they took them out, because they were a little OP, they were a little broken, but it is what it is. Maybe this isn't the move. Maybe post-shot daggers, the one I really want to test out for the fades and the hop shots, maybe that's going to be the broken one. But there's 4 post takeovers this year. I'm going to test them all out. I'm going to come back and let y'all know if maybe one of them's super glitchy, one of them's better than the other. They're all like for different things. So we're going to test them out. Definitely more videos on this build coming. Just testing the water here. You know, we're just getting our feet wet, seeing what this build is capable of. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.